up and quite frankly saying that we need respect and we need to actually recognise each other for our strengths and to call out behaviour that is not acceptable at any level. I've heard the call that there is, to be more that they want to be done through our schools, and last year the shout went from the schools to say that they wanted better information on how to teach. It is compulsory up to year 10, as you know, to have sex education within our classes, and the schools were saying that it's happening not well enough and consistently enough. So we changed last year the guidelines for them, and we did that. But we also want to say that it's not acceptable, and we've heard your voices, and as I say, as a politician, but more importantly I think as a mother and grandmother and a daughter and someone that's heard it, we see you today, we hear you. I want to commend your bravery and your voices for being heard and recognise that. Thank you.
Next we have Kyla from Rape Crisis to speak to us. And,
Thank you, everyone. My name is Kyla and I am representing Wellington Rape Crisis. I want to say firstly a massive thank you to the amazing and brave and strong young woman that organised this event today. And thank you guys all for turning out today. This is spectacular. So our vision at Wellington Rape Crisis is that we want to see a world free from sexual violence and the harm that this causes. Now we know that this is going to take work, and we know that this is going to take dedication. Not just from us, not just from you, from our communities, our schools, our workplaces, our clubs, our neighbourhoods. And for some of us, what we first need to do is acknowledge the reality of where we are at, right? Okay, so the events of last week, what they did is highlight that we still have work to do and the role that we all have to play in ending rape culture in New Zealand. We cannot just sit back in shock or disgust or disbelief when we are confronted with this ugly reality. So over the last week at Wellington Rape Crisis, we received lots of emails and phone calls from parents, from students, from people who wanted to share with us the experience that they have had from this harmful behaviour. And importantly, like today, we are focused on solutions. What can we do better? How can we ensure that unacceptable jokes, banter, comments, myths, victim blaming, threats, verbal abuse, sexual violence, rape and abuse, how do we ensure that all of those behaviours that sit along the continuum that is rape culture will no longer have a place in the world that we live in? Right? So today we've heard that the young people here have some solutions, and we stand alongside you. Let's talk about this. Let's take a long, hard look at the ways rape and sexual violence is still pervasive, still normalised, due to some of our societal attitudes around gender and sexuality. Let's start that change by encouraging and offering and making certain consistent and ongoing education across all of our schools, creating a strong culture in schools. There's a very, very clear expectations about love, about healthy relationships, about consent, and about respect. We're in support of Wellington College and the way that they're embracing health.
Just keep an eye out. You might notice some different labels on the shelf soon.
Lovely. Neil Miller on the panel. Bernard Hickey. Well, you've already stolen your own thunder because today was the day of the launch.
Yeah.